Hi, it's Aviva Goldfarb of the 6 O'Clock Scramble, and I'm going to show you how to make perfect popcorn on the stove. You do not need to be making microwave popcorn. First of all, this tastes so much better and it's so easy. I'm going to show you how easy it is. And second of all, there are some serious health risks associated with that microwave popcorn. There's something called popcorn lung. Look it up. It's a real thing. It's not good. There are trans fats. There's too much salt. So we are going to make our own popcorn. It's going to be really easy. And I'm going to show you some really interesting and delicious seasoning blends. And we're going to have a little visit from some kids in the neighborhood who are going to be sampling the popcorn and learning how to make popcorn on the stove and even making some of their own seasoning blends. I am going to put some vegetable oil, canola oil in the bottom of the pan. You know what? Don't worry about the oil and the butter that goes into popcorn. That is not the stuff you need to be concerned about. It's the fakey, chemically processed stuff that you really need to worry about for most people anyways. So I'm going to coat the bottom of the pan with a couple of tablespoons. I have the pan heating on the stove. Use a heavy pan for the best popcorn on the stove. I'm going to coat it with a couple of tablespoons. You don't even have to measure it on the bottom of the pan, and that's going to give you really crispy popcorn. Of course, you could use an air popper, and we do that sometimes too. It's almost as good. And I have about a half cup of popcorn kernels here. I've got the oil heating in the pan. I'm going to add the popcorn kernels, put on a top with a little, leaving it just a little bit ajar to let a little bit of steam escape. And the popcorn's going to pop, shake it around once in a while. And then when the popping starts to really slow down, so there's a few seconds or more between each pop, that's when you know it's done and you can take it off the heat. We are experimenting with some flavored popcorns today, popcorn seasonings and popcorn toppings. And so I have some of my neighbors and friends who've come over to make their own seasoning blends, which is a really fun activity for when you're having a friend over or you're having a party, and they're going to show us how much fun it is. What we do, as you guys, some or all of you know, is we heat up the pot, we put in the oil, we put in the popcorn kernels, and then it starts to pop. There you go. Yeah, you do a little twist. Good thing we have Harper here to keep us entertained. Wait, we're making Harper corn. Oh, look what I heard. Harper. What do you think? Is it done? Okay, so we have our popcorn, and I've tossed it with a couple of tablespoons of melted oil. You could also use coconut oil or olive oil if you want a slightly different flavor, or if you're vegan. So I have 3 spice blends that I've come up with lately that have been tested, and we absolutely love these combinations. And I'm gonna have a lot more ideas for things that you can toss with your popcorn on the blog post that you'll see if you click below this video. And while you're at it, leave a comment, give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more weekly ideas for healthy, delicious recipes. So we have, this first one is my personal favorite. This is curry lime, and it is the zest of 1 lime, so about 1 teaspoon of zest with some curry powder and some salt. All of these have some salt in them because the salt helps bring out the flavor of the spices. You don't have to go crazy with it, but adding some salt really helps bring out the flavors. And then we have barbecue, which is smoked paprika, a little bit of cayenne pepper for some heat, and some brown sugar, and a little bit of salt again, just to make that combination of sweet and smoky and salty and spicy. So that's got all the flavors in there. And then we have za'atar, which is a Middle Eastern spice mix. Just because it has so many spices in it, just za'atar and salt is all you need, and that gives it a really exotic flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and combine the curry lime with some of the popcorn that we've already popped. So I'm gonna split these in. You could make several different seasoning blends and split it up, or you can have your kids play around with their own, as we're gonna do today. So we've got our curry lime seasoning blend here. Put it in there and toss it all together. And the butter or the oil we have on there because it helps everything stick to the popcorn. Popcorn salt is really fine salt if you can find that, and that sticks even better also. But otherwise, just using regular table salt is fine. So let's see how it tastes. This is so addictive to me. I could eat this all day, but it's a healthy kind of addictive. I hope you'll leave me a comment below with your favorite popcorn toppings. And remember, you are never too busy to eat well. Hi, it's Aviva Goldfarb with the 6 O'Clock Scramble, and today we are going to be making a holiday recipe, and specifically a recipe for some holiday leftovers.